Hello there. Welcome to Blitz Transmissions. I'm Tommy, and I'm back. You guys just saw me, but I'm back for stream number 2 today because the grind don't stop. I got some catching up to do, guys. I have so much stuff that I need to show off on just stuff I have to review. It's getting kind of crazy, so I wanted to make sure I showed everything off on a live stream before I start reviewing stuff, because I also wanted to share. I wanted to share to my channel members and the Patreon peeps. I wanted to share to you guys, let you guys know, what should I review first. So here we are. Happy May the 4th, everybody. Check it out. I got the Blitz Transmissions merch on. I got the shirt. I have an undisclosed liquid in this pint glass here. Pretty awesome. I'm very excited about it. It's been a very long day, but a very productive day at that. And today, I'm here to talk to you guys about some toys I got recently. I got several hauls that kind of between yesterday and today, everything just kind of showed up. So, yeah. But let's see the chat here. We got first Commander Cook. The streams go crazy. They sure do, brother. We got Commander Cook is a channel member, which is the logo next to his name. That is the link to the Rancor Battalion channel membership in the description below if you'd like to join. You get exclusive badges. You get responses in my comment section, our priority. You get all the reviews. So a lot of the stuff you see here today, you can see the reviews early if you're a channel member, and you're going to get to vote on what I review first out of everything I show today. We got Commander Bly. Also, both Commander Cook and Commander Bly are in the Patreon. If you'd like to become an ARC Trooper, get access to all my content early, monthly giveaways, other awesome benefits for just $5 a month. That is in the description below. There's a link there for that. Phantom Menace Dennis, who's also a channel member. We got Cheesy Napkin. I'm never late. You talking about? I was not late. Mig L Arts, what's going on, brother? How we doing? And let's see. Dude, it's cool. It's cool. I've washed it several times. I'm not dishwasher, but hand washed it. And it's pretty damn cool. I really like it. We got War Squids. War Squids, thank you for joining my Patreon. I understand if you want to leave, because I figured you just joined for the Patreon hot toy giveaway. But if you want to stick around, you're going to get all the Blitz Transmissions content early. And whoa, the Blitz boot glass. Ayo, I'm a bootlicker, so might be a good idea. Hey, War Squids, I appreciate you, brother. All right, guys. Let's check out some pickups here. So some of these showed up just today. So I guess I'll start with that first. So little May the 4th arrival from Amazon. I had this on pre-order through Amazon, and it shipped last night and then showed up today. It is the Black Series Amazon exclusive. We have Dagon Gera and the BX Battle Droid Hybrid. So the hybrid part of it means that this particular one with this color scheme with the gold here, he holds the sword and the blaster at the same time. So in the game, he will fight you with both the vibro sword and the blaster at the same time. And then this Dagon Gera is different from the previous release, which I do have a review for on the channel, because this one comes with 2 arms. Sometimes when you fight Dagon, he has a physical embodiment of a force arm. And that it's pretty cool. And so I'm definitely happy to have both looks from the game on my shelf now. So, and the gold paint apps on this battle droid look awesome. Very, very excited. I love the regular commando droid. This one looks just as cool. If anything, he looks cooler because he's got those gold highlights. But yeah, super excited to review this. This is going to get opened and reviewed on the channel. Nice little Gaming Greats set from Amazon there. Let's see. Been lurking for some. I've seen you in the comments. What's going on, Howl Runner? What's going on? Dude, it's a cool set. I'm really happy that you won one of those. It was my first hot toy. It's right there. He's got his 332nd helmet on, the Z6 rotary cannon in hand. Yeah, that was my first hot toy, and it was all downhill from there. I was simping for Hot Toys at the time, back when simping was a word people used. Also, figured I'd just give a little side beat here. I did talk about this on the Blitzcast, which is coming out in the morning, but Jen and I got our ICC-Con 2025 press passes in the mail. So Sebulba is the character for the art of the press badges this year. So I'm really, really excited. Thank you to ICC-Con. Thank you to Michael Havens for the awesome opportunity for Blitz Transmissions to be press for this con. So very excited that Jen and I get to both be press and we get to cover the con together. What's going on, TD3 Trooper? How we doing, brother? Hope you're enjoying your May the 4th. I will tell you what, Fig Furies does have Ninja Turtles on them. And you may have just found God because you're turning to the world of Hot Boys. Now, moving on to another little kind of side pickup I did today. So if you guys remember, if you pay any attention to collectibles, you'll know that GameStop announced, I found out about it from Yakface. Shout out to Yakface on Instagram, yakface.com. If you don't follow Yakface on Instagram, great resource for collectors. I found out that GameStop was doing this event in most of them, that if you bought the Black Series Phase 2 501st helmet, you would get this challenge coin, and it's huge. Nice, thick metal. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. My back? What just happened? Hang on. My back? Can you guys hear me? That was strange. Anyone still in chat? Okay, okay, I was going to say I was like, I looked over and I looked back, and then my face was gone. Yeah, that was weird. What the hell? Okay. All right. Yeah, my face completely disappeared from the screen. Anyways, so this, there's this really cool Hot Boys AO. No, so what GameStop did was, check this out. They had this challenge coin. If you bought the 501st helmet, it's huge. Like compared to a regular challenge coin, this is large. So it says on the front, Clone Trooper, 501st Legion. And then on the back, I believe it just says the same thing in Arabesh, but it's got that cool Republic cog on there. So I was like, you know what? I'll pick this up. It's worth, getting a helmet. I'm a GameStop Power Up Rewards member. So I was like, uh-oh. Are you okay? Are you trolling me right now? Where is he? I see him, but he's frozen. You went back to the feud. What's up, Renoez? How we doing? Dude. I want a blue one. Mechanized. Definitely reply to me. I replied to you on your original comment for the giveaway. Dude, you're banned, Bly. You're banned. You know what? You know how stressed out I get with this internet stuff, dude. I noticed Wilbon is also having some internet issues recently, so must not just be me. Tesco Falco, what's going on, brother? How we doing? Happy May the 4th. May the 4th be with you. Yeah, so anyways, so GameStop did this thing. So obviously I had to buy the helmet. So here it is. I got the Black Series 501st helmet in the box. Bro, what's going on right now? Bro, everybody's banned. You're banned too, Cheesy Napkin. You're banned. Everyone's banned. All right. Yeah, but I got this helmet. Pretty awesome. I don't know how I feel about keeping this in my collection because I'm such a Clone Trooper snob. I don't know. I might end up selling this at ICC-Con. I'm not sure. I might review it. Like, to be honest with you, I might do a review. I've never done a helmet review. I think that might be fun. And two, that helmet sucks. A couple of you guys are saying put it on. I might open it. Yeah, Yeah, dude, I feel that. I'm doing my pre-orders through Big Bad Toy Store. You'll see later in the stream here. But yeah, so I bought the helmet. It was kind of cool too because I've said this before, but as far as like these little events go like this, I have been craving that our hobby of collecting starts doing things like this again, where there's like, in-store events that are like, locked to a certain day or a certain weekend or something. And to me, that's like really special. So I went and bought the Black Series helmet, like just to support this little in-store event, because I want to see some more stuff like this in our hobby again. Because it used to be a thing all the time, like when I was in like middle school and high school, and now it's not really a thing anymore. And that was why I did a whole video maybe a month ago now about bring back Force Friday. But yeah, I'm really happy about this. And so my GameStop on Sundays, one of my local GameStops usually opens around 11. So I showed up around 11:25, 11:30. I thought, there'd probably still be some helmets. I saw a guy with his son walking out with a 501st helmet. Like when I pulled up and I was like, wow, like that's cool. Like other people are participating in this event. And then I walked in, I talked to the guy at the counter. I said, hey, is your store participating in that event? And he said yes. And I said, okay, cool. I'll buy a 501st helmet. And he said, yeah, you're actually going to be taking the last one that we have, and you're getting the last challenge coins. So I was like, oh, no way. So pretty awesome that the store events, are coming back, hopefully. And not only that, but it seems like at least my GameStop store did really well with it. I mean, to sell out of the helmets within the first hour of being open on a Sunday, that's pretty awesome. So I'm hoping that means something going forward for the hobby. We got Unc Fig. What's going on, Fig? Very happy to see you here. We got Troy. What's going on? Channel members everywhere. Love seeing all those channel members in the chat. Rancor Battalion. Rise up. I might try that one on at the end of the stream here. Yeah, and I was really happy I got the last one. And I think they had, I want to say 3 to 5. I don't remember what the employee said, 3 or 5, but I mean, still, for them to sell even just 3 of them within the first 30 minutes of being open, that's awesome. And I'm very, very hopeful that that's a good sign for GameStop and other stores for doing that, So other than that, before I get into my big bad pile of loot, I try and keep that as my last thing. But I have to give a huge shout out. I know I already posted about this on my Instagram, my Blitz Bounties Instagram page, but got to give a shout out to Rhino Hobbies on Instagram, RYNO Hobbies on Instagram. He went to Star Wars Celebration Japan, and while he was there, I reached out to him. He sent me lots of pictures from the Hasbro booth. Just kind of giving me, the scoop. He was the man, the boots on the ground in Japan. And you guys know that, a lot of the companies were doing exclusive releases. Hot Toys had some very limited exclusives. Hasbro had the Ronin set, which you can see up here. And then Mafex also did some exclusive releases. So 2 of them were, they did a Luke and a Han in Stormtrooper disguise from A New Hope. And then they did a chrome version of their 2.0 Mando. So I had my sights set on the Han in Stormtrooper disguise, not so much the Luke. And then my good friend, 212 Hunter, had his sights set on that chrome Mando. Now, we thought those figures were going to get released, more widely after they got released at the convention. I don't think that's the case. So thankfully, I reached out to Rhino Hobbies. Again, I'll show this is his logo. Check him out on Instagram, Rhino Hobbies. Got to give it to him, man. He hooked me and Hunter up, so he did get me. He shipped them to me like as soon as he got back to the States. The Mafex Han Solo in Stormtrooper disguise. And let me say, guys, I can definitively say that this Stormtrooper is going to be better than the SH Figuarts Stormtrooper. Just saying. Look at those helmets. Just those helmets alone. Those just tell me everything I need to know about how awesome that figure is going to be. I'll show you the back of the box here too. The likeness, I don't think it'll show up very well on my webcam, but the likeness on the Han actually looks really good. I mean, it's not the best. I think the SH Figuarts probably looks better, but I'm really happy with how it looks. And then Hunter You know, Rhino Hobbies came in clutch, and Hunter got his chrome Mando. I'll try and get the light on it so you can kind of see how shiny he is. Look at how metallic that Beskar is. And what's cool is the Beskar spear is also that chrome finish. So everyone who's coming to ICC will probably be able to see this because I'm bringing it to 212 Hunter at ICC Con. And these promo images on the back don't even do it justice. It is so shiny. It's not even funny. Like this thing's awesome. And I have the regular 2.0 Mando. This one does come with a little less accessories than the regular one, but even still, again, I gotta give a huge shout out to Rhino Hobbies on Instagram for getting me the hookup with those figures. That was absolutely awesome, dude. Make sure to go follow him on Instagram. He's got a pretty decent sized following. I want to address a couple chats right here. Yeah, remember when the 501st killed it was totally Bail Organa's son. Good Lord. Yes, I do know Rhino Hobbies. He is a pretty frequent member, pretty frequent watcher of Sarlacc Digest, my friends over at Sarlacc Digest. So I got to give a shout out to the Grand Unk Council. Shout out to Troy for the 199 super chat. Dude, I'm really happy with the trucker hats too. I think it might have been you that messaged me about, do they have what? Did you ask for the black on white or the black on black? Because I think whatever you were asking for, I had in stock. And also shout out to Fig Fury for being a channel member for 4 months. And shout out War Squids for being a new channel member. So thank you for doing the channel membership as well as the Patreon. That's awesome of you, dude. The link for the channel membership is in the description below. If you want access to all this stuff, a lot of the stuff I'm showing, I'm going to be opening up and reviewing. And the channel members get exclusive posts on my community tab where you guys get to comment and you guys get to basically vote on what I should review first out of like the haul of figures. I have so much stuff I need to catch up on reviews. I have the next 2 days off work. I'm not working any overtime. I'm just, giving myself 2 days. I'm going to try and get like a lot of reviews out on the channel. So that's the plan right now. I don't personally, I still think that the 2.0 Mafex Mando, just the regular one without the chrome finish, is to me my definitive Mando. But I could see that chrome one for some people, depending on how much shine you like on your Mandalorian figures. I could see it going either way. Let's see. I'm trying to keep up with the chats. Dude, patches would be cool. I know that Printify does embroidery, so I might look into that for you on that one. But yeah, dude, I literally have like 20 reviews, and I'm such a crackhead when it comes to my work ethic with this YouTube channel. I guarantee I can get like at least 10 or 12 reviews done in the next 2 days. And that'll all be out early if you're in the Patreon or the channel membership. Links in the description below. That'll all be out for you guys. I'm holding out hope for the Mafex 6.7 Mando figure. What's going on, Dusty Trooper? Dusty Trooper, fantastic TikTok creator here. I also follow him on Instagram. Awesome guy. Make sure to go check him out. This dude goes stupid when it comes to, I think he has a YouTube channel too. But I know him most familiarly from TikTok. He goes hard in the paint when it comes to clone troopers. He goes hard in the paint. He said he's a crackhead. Get clipped. Banned. You're banned. Banned. Yeah, stickers are cool, but you can wear patches on a jacket. I might have to do that. So here we go. So you say, are you doing reviews for Luminara and Shock T? Well, it's funny you say that because I've been holding out on some stuff that I got for my latest pile of loot at Big Bad Toy Store. My go-to, man. So very excited about that. Hey, Henry, what's going on? How we doing? Haven't seen you in the chat before. Welcome. Did I pre-order Lieutenant Gale? Absolutely. I did slap some pre-orders today on the Lieutenant Gale figure, the new Sand Trooper, and the Death Trooper Shore Trooper 2-pack. I passed on the pre-orders for the Magna Guard and Ayla. I might go ahead and pre-order those at a later time. I'm just kind of like, I don't know. I'm very disappointed with how Walmart handled this last wave of Walmart figures. And I actually canceled all my pre-orders because how bad those were for people, with how many people I saw got their packages absolutely destroyed. Now, you know what? This is Blitz Transmissions. I'm gonna get into my cloner brain rot a little bit. You know, I'm new to the channel, love your videos, and new to the Black dude. Oh my gosh! If you have any questions, you should join my Discord, or you can feel free to DM me if you have any questions about the Black Series, or like, you know, what you should get. Like, is this a good deal? Is that a good deal, etc. I could hook you up, man. I could let you know what's going on. And people in the Discord too. My Discord's small, but it's great. If you have questions, there's a lot of really cool people in there that'll answer for you. Let's see. It sucks. I essentially did the same with Revenges. Dude, I canceled. And looking back, like, I probably could order like one of each. The Dooku, the R2, and the 501st clone. Because, like, if I ordered one of each and they come destroyed, like, I was going to open one and then keep one sealed for each of those. But yeah, man. But my Discord's not super active, but it's like active enough, you know, like it's not hard to keep up with all the messages and stuff. But yeah, wow, insane. Yeah, and Max Rebo's in there too. We have celebrities like the Max Rebo experience. Yeah, I did see all the figures are in stock. I saw Dooku was going in and out of stock today. But you know, I'm thinking I might get them. Same with Magnagard and Ayla. I'll probably pre-order one of each, but I'm not holding my breath that they're going to show up in good shape. There's another. Okay, here we go. Your thoughts on the new Clone Trooper Lieutenant Gale? Helmet looks great. Visor looks painted on or something. They upscaled. So I think the biggest W that any Black Series Clone Trooper has taken ever, getting cotton mouth, and that totally is not going to help. But I think what's great about the Lieutenant Gale is the more theatrical styled helmet. And I think that something that's always bothered me since they, even way back to like the 2020 Clone Trooper, was the removable helmet always had this weird, it was this weird mix of like Clone Wars animation style and like live action. So specifically the frown. So I guess I'll pull up this guy here. So the frown here on the helmet was like anime. It was the animated style, but the rest of the helmet was made to look live action. And that was like one of the most jarring things about the action figure. I'm just using this picture as an example, but the action figure Clone Trooper helmet. So what they've done with this new one with Lieutenant Gale, and I hope they use this for every Clone Trooper going forward, is they fixed that frown so that it looks like this. This is how it should look, like the more theatrical style. So very excited. That's awesome that they're doing that. Let's see. Renoaz here. I ordered another Dooku and clone to try and get, and that's the thing. Like, I don't want to have to like gamble like that. That's ridiculous. I'm hoping that now that they're in stock and it's not pre-orders, if I order them all together, that they'll ship in a box all together. I know it's wishful thinking, but you know, yeah, then there's that stupid thing too. Yeah, the weird mixed media. That's a good way to put it. I'm glad that Lieutenant Gale fixed that. They fixed that issue. I'm a huge Clone Trooper fan, so I'm very, very excited to get Lieutenant Gale in hand. The only issue that I have with him, it's not really an issue. The only thing that's inaccurate with the figure is that the front little portion of the pauldron is not supposed to be brown. It's supposed to be black. Just that shoulder part's supposed to be brown. So, yes. And again, I think you might be the second person that's mentioned something about doing patches for the merch. I will look into that. Cause like I said, what's it called? Good Lord. I'm losing I've been going all day cause it's May the 4th. But the, Printify, where I do my merch, they have embroidery. And so like my trucker hats, I don't have any near me right now, but the trucker hats I have are embroidered and they're very, very nice embroidery. So here's hoping that, you know, I can get some patches. I'll look into it for you guys. Dude, you and I had like identical experiences today. I went to GameStop. I got my challenge coin, I got my helmet, and I went to 3 Walmarts in my area. There are 4 Walmarts that are like within 30 minutes of me. But dude, I'm so disappointed. I can't find, I don't know if like Walmart in my area just doesn't plan on getting the Dooku R2 TAC Ops clone and Kit Fisto, but I can't find them anywhere. I literally all my Walmarts, they're not in stock. They're not going to be in stock anytime soon. I was very disappointed. Totally agree with you. Yes, dude. Jen and I got press. Shout out to ICCCon. We got press. We're going to be there Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We'll actually be getting to Tennessee on Thursday, and we'll leave Monday morning. So I'm very excited. We're going to be rooming with 212 Hunter, Skywalker Hendricks, and Commander Cook. And obviously, we're going to be hanging out with the Figure Ball guys, Out of the Basement Gang, all those guys. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Wow. Okay. Where, if you don't mind, like if you want to give me like a general like region of where you live, because I live kind of in the New England area. So I'm kind of usually the Walmart stuff kind of goes, slowly it rolls in from the West Coast to the East Coast. Am I podcasting at ICCC? Not at this time, but if there's an open slot, I very well could. Yeah. Let's see. Dude, just cancel your pre-order with Commander Cody. Pretty sure he's still in stock, and I've seen him at pretty much every Walmart in my area. Okay. Yeah, see, you're on the West Coast, so I got you. Yeah, man. Okay, good to know, because like we just get shafted when it comes to Walmart. They're so hit and miss. Like, how was New England the first region to get the Commander Cody figure, but we have yet to get any of the other figures? Yeah. Oh, wow, dude. That sucks. See, I don't have any of them. I just have one. I canceled all my pre-orders, but I must have missed one because Kit Fisto showed up, which awesome. Thankfully, he showed up in a box. There's like a tiny crease on the back of the card here, like a little dent, but you can't see it from the front. So this is going to be a one that stays sealed, but I plan on getting another to open up and put on my Revenge of the Sith shelf. So let's see. Yeah, Walmart is so weird. What's going on, Flamingo Sauce? How we doing? So, yeah, I don't understand Walmart. Walmart is, if Walmart didn't suck so bad at like, okay, Hasbro, can you just never give Walmart a card back figure? That's what it is. Because like when it's in a box, when they get exclusives in boxes, I don't care. Like you can play soccer with it. Like I don't really care. But anyways, I'm gonna get back to my pile of loot. That's the whole point of this. So I got a few things, lots of Black Series, but also one vintage collection figure. So when I do celebrity autographs, my theme is that I go with the actors, the version of the character that the actor played or voiced, and I do the first 3 3/4 action figure that was ever made of that character. So Katie Sackhoff is going to be at ICCCon in Tennessee, Nashville. This was her first action figure. She never even got like a Clone Wars figure or Rebels figure, believe it or not. She only ever got, this was her first 3 3/4 action figure ever, was this Mandalorian one from season 2. So what I'm going to be doing is Katie Sackhoff's going to be at ICCCon in Nashville, Tennessee, only on the Saturday to do autographs. And I am absolutely getting an autograph from her. Jen and I are very excited to meet her. Brother, I have a Bo-Katan shirt that I'm going to wear that day. Yeah, I'm absolutely a 2%er. But yeah, very excited. This came in great condition. It was on sale on Big Bad Toy Store for $9.59 when I bought it. So I got a great deal on it. It's in great condition. I'm very excited to meet Katie Sackhoff and have her sign this figure at ICCCon. That'll be great. Now, the rest of what I'm showing here is Black Series. And so a lot of this is like just catch up, basically. I usually ship my pile of loot once a month. And this is just all the stuff that showed up in April. So it's like a mix of waves here. So the first thing that showed up, this showed up like right at the beginning of the month. So I've been waiting about a month to get this guy in. Finally got my Black Series Savage. Dude, this guy is gigantic. I knew he was huge, but I'm so excited to get this guy out of the box and get him reviewed. He looks awesome. I can see what people are saying, about the lightsaber hilt looking really dull. Like, I really don't like that they didn't do the silver paint on it, but everything else about him, just, this guy's awesome. I'm so excited to get this guy opened and check him out. He's probably gonna be my number 2 of the year. Number 1 probably gotta be the Ronin from Visions. I'm not gonna lie, if you guys haven't gotten that figure, you need that figure. But yes, the Mando mommy. I see you guys in there. Savage Peak Press, and he's oppressive. Yeah, I love this guy. He's awesome in the show. His head paint is brown instead of black. Interesting. I think you're right. That's very interesting. Huh. Guess I never noticed that. Figure ruin. That's it. Garbage. Throwing it away. See you never. All right. Now, again, I kind of mentioned, like, a lot of this is like catch up. So I'm going to be, it's kind of just me, like, catching up on figures that I haven't gotten, because I wait like a month. Every month I ship my pile of loot. It was pretty awesome, though. I shipped it on April 30th and it showed up on May 3rd. So that was pretty awesome. I think I've bought 4 to 5 figures. Hey man, that's awesome. That's awesome. If I can just share that energy with people, and you want to get a figure because I reviewed it for you, then I'm happy, because I always try to be honest with the reviews, and I always try to be honest with how much I recommend a figure. So I'm really excited. Now, a couple more figures. Now, these did show up, never in my area, funnily enough. I never saw any of these. I saw one of this guy, the Sinar Test Pilot, Cassian Andor, at one of my local Walmarts, but I never ended up seeing this guy at any of my other Walmarts. I don't think he ever showed up. But here's the Sinar Test Pilot Cassian. The face looks pretty rough, I'm not going to lie. First impressions. He looks like he's got PTSD, but that's okay, because he's probably going to end up with his helmet on the shelf, even though he never actually puts the helmet on in the show. And then we got Director Krennic with that nice photo reel. Look at that. That was enough for me to get this figure, was to get the Rogue One appearance of Krennic with the photo reel head. He was the only Rogue One character to not get a refresh when they did that 5-year anniversary set a few years ago. But yeah, super excited to get this new Krennic. I really don't care. Like, he doesn't really do anything. So, like, I hate the pin double jointed knees, but he doesn't really do anything. Is he from something? Which, speaking of, I guess I'll show this off. It's no time like the present. Speaking of Andor, I remembered that I got this pre-order in from Target already, the new Range Trooper. So there's that guy. Very excited about him too. Yeah, if you guys can't tell, I have so much stuff I need to review. I'm so behind. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, Krennic just has to stand there. Yeah, too scene specific. Oh, dude, your first Black Series were the new Cody and the Phase 1 Rex Aftermath. Dude, that's so humbling to hear, man. That's really cool. That puts a smile on my face. And you picked 2 really good ones. I think that Captain Rex is probably in my top 5, if not my top 3 for the year so far. That is a phenomenal figure. That is an amazing, immaculate figure, especially for how much reuse is on the figure. There's just something different about that Captain Rex that's just amazing, dude. I love it. Who else we got in here? We got Doug! What up, Doug? Doug, I don't remember, it might have been my Commander Bakara review, that you left a comment and said you love seeing my Clone Trooper reviews. I don't know if I ever responded to that comment, but just know that I saw it. I'm also pretty behind on responding to comments. That's what happens when you drop a video every damn day, most of the time. The Range Trooper has God tier drip in his back. Also, shout out Carbonites. Shout out my boy Vincent. There might be something going on between Blitz Transmissions and Carbonites coming out next week or so. Maybe a week or 2 from now. Might have to keep an eye out. Maybe something cool where our channels would coincide with each other. Interesting. Let's see. Henry. Yes, Henry got bangers, dude. Absolutely. Doug! Bree, where's Mr. Coffee? The walking rant himself is in my chat from Monday Night Fingerball. Bree, my internet. We got okay, Flamingo Sauce has a question. What's the difference between that other Krennic with the sauce? Okay, so if you haven't watched Andor, it's not going to make sense to you. This is Krennic's like regular outfit. So Krennic wears this like this is his regular Imperial uniform, okay, as the director. The one that we saw that just got put up for pre-order this past week on Target is a Target exclusive. That's the one that he wears in the kind of party that Scalden is putting on. And it's just got some extra bits on the front. I believe the arms are the same, and I think the torso is the same. He has the single jointed legs though that I believe Grand Admiral Thrawn from Ahsoka comes with. So he is a little bit of an upgrade, and he does have a soft goods cape. So really, that's just to your preference. I of course plan on getting both. I already have this Krennic, and I also plan on getting that. I have it on pre-order, the new Krennic. So really, it's just up to you if you know what your preference is. Let's see. Trying to keep up with the chat here. I have a question about Bakara. Is he an online? No. Bakara is available everywhere. Let me check. I get my figures through Big Bad Toy Store. That's where I go for most of my stuff, but I think he's available most other places. I'm checking right now for you. Commander Bakara is in stock on Big Bad Toy Store. He's $27.99. GameStop is a little pricey on their figures right now. I think they're charging like $31.99 right now for figures. So definitely do like Amazon or Hasbro Pulse or Big Bad Toy Store are my go-to online retailers for figures right now. Let's see. Dude, don't even get me started with goddamn trash Spectrum. I have Spectrum internet, and this last year has been endless issues. They've done network upgrades. They've sent technicians to my house. They've replaced my equipment 3 times over, and my internet, my internet still sucks. So I don't know what's going on lately with them. Let's see. Made a last minute decision. We're going to do a small day trip at Disney tomorrow to check out. Ooh, that'll be cool, dude. You should definitely vlog that. I feel like that'd be a really cool video on the Figure Ball channel. I'd love to see that because especially I've never been to Disney, never in my life. Thank you, Dusty. Appreciate it. Like I always, every time I see a TikTok video or an Instagram reel, I'm always watching it, dude. You're and I saw you put up, was it a Phantom Menace shelf like display video? I want to say I have yet to watch that, but I'll definitely check that out. But yeah, Coffee, do a video on that. Yes. And JWC says he's on Amazon, so perfect. Just do that. And again, spitting when you're talking about the Krennic figure, it's just a different costume. Zooboy from Monday Night Figure Ball would tell you it's a little scene specific. Let's see. I'm catching up. Holy cow, you guys are going crazy in the chat right now. Yeah, bro. Never been to Disneyland. I might go in 2027 because I think it sounds like a bunch of us are going to Star Wars Celebration Los Angeles. I know that's closer to your neck of the woods, Hal Runner, so I would love to go and meet you there. All right, Logan. Shout out Cheese and App. And go back to the dungeon where you belong. Let's see. All right, let's check out. So I got a few more figures here. So I did pick up a second Moff Gideon in Dark Trooper armor. I found this figure at Walmart, but I kept my pre-order on Big Bad because I loved this figure so much. This is going to go into the pool of prizes that basically I do a monthly giveaway on the Patreon every month. And what I do is I have a pool of like, I think 14 or 15 items right now that I will post a picture privately on Patreon, and everyone that's an ARC Trooper in the Patreon gets to see that. And you guys get to vote on what you want for the next month's giveaway. So this is going to be added to that pool because I think this is an awesome figure and definitely worth going in to the prize pool. So let's see. What do we got? Dude, there's so much going on in the chat. Yeah, Hal Runner did win the Patreon giveaway for the Hot Toy. That made me happy. Let's see. What's going on, Emiliano? How we doing? Let's see. I think we're caught up here. Yeah, this is my favorite on Monday Night Figure Ball. This is my favorite thing when Mr. Coffee's doing his usual angle, and then he hits you with my most favorite Mr. Coffee when he breaks the fourth wall. But yeah, dude, Fig, you got to get that Gideon. I know you'll love that figure, man. I mean, even with the lack of thigh swivel, which I think really does hurt that figure a little bit, the ball jointed, I'm sorry, the roly-poly wrists on him are fantastic. And the double ball jointed midsection is just a game changer. And that's something they need to do on more figures going forward. But my last couple figures here, I'm really excited about because these were more that I got that again, like just basically because I wait like a month or so before doing my pre-orders or hitting my pile of loot to ship. I kind of miss out. I miss the boat a little bit on some reviews. Oh, we got to hit that Momo turn. Wait a minute. Who's doing that? Who's doing that? But I did get the fan channel wave. Obviously, I got all three. We got Sebulba, Pudu. Love it. Chuba 9. Love Sebulba. He looks awesome. So well detailed. Really excited that we got a Doug for the first time in the Black Series. Very, very excited to open him up and review him. And I love that his hat is separate. And the little frog he comes with too. Oh, whoopee. Got Peak? You got Peak? Bro, I feel you, brother. The Hot Toys are getting me, man. But I can't give up my bread and butter. I can't give up my Black Series, man. I wouldn't be talking to any of you guys right now if it wasn't for Black Series, you know? So when it's not Star Wars figures, I'm very, very picky. I have a small collection of figures in the 6-inch scale that I have on my dresser that are not Star Wars. And for me, Bully Maguire is just as cool as he is. He's just not iconic enough for me and my childhood to have him on a shelf. So right now I have a Generation 1 Optimus Prime model kit. I have Eren Yeager from the Jazzwares anime line from the season 1 of Attack on Titan. I have Yusuke Urameshi, SH Figuarts figure from Yu Yu Hakusho. If you can't tell, I'm a little bit of a weeb. I have the Hasbro Indiana Jones from Raiders. I have Spider-Man from Amazing Fantasy. When I was a kid, my local newspaper did a run, I think for the first 30 or 40 issues of Spider-Man comics. And so that Amazing Fantasy Spider-Man, that's my childhood Spider-Man, even more than like Tobey Maguire or Andrew Garfield. And who else do I have on that shelf? Oh, I have a Halo 4 Master Chief from the Jazzwares Spartan Collection line. But yeah, that's just my, and I have a Moon Knight from the Moon Knight series. I'm really picky when it comes to that stuff. And I just go with my absolute favorite heroes, specifically the heroes, because I know myself, I'll get too carried away. I will get the Ninja Turtles though at some point. I do plan on getting a set of Ninja Turtles because I love the animated Turtles series. You mean the Maximum Spider-Man, or is there one called the Unlimited? I'm very much a casual when it comes to Marvel Legends. Black Series 6-inch, yeah. We often talk about how we listen to the fans. All right. So anyway, I'll show you guys the last two. And if you picked up on, I got Sebulba. I'm sure you picked up on who the other two are. So first one is Luminara Unduli. She looks fantastic. I got amazing QC on all of her paint apps. Coffee has spoken very highly of this figure, and I know that if Mr. Coffee speaks highly of a figure, that it's like probably an A+. So that's, if Mr. Coffee says it's good, like it's like he says it's really good, then I know it's really good. Lum, where the Lum at? Yeah, man, I'm pretty excited to get this one. Again, all figures, I'm just so excited to open up and review. There's so many though. So many figures. And then We got Shock T. And again, on her, I have amazing QC on the face. The eyes are centered. The face paint looks great. The Leku and the Montrals are painted perfectly. I got great QC on the sash. Everything looks great on my Shock T. No black dots. I saw some people had like some over, like it was like almost like loose, like paint, the like, you know, overspray. Kind of got lost on it, but yeah, I'm very excited. This is another one that Mr. Coffee was speaking very highly of. And again, I know if Mr. Coffee, with his standards when it comes to figures, I know if he's got good things to say, I know it's going to be a great figure. Yeah, pretty awesome. But pretty awesome. Here we go. Random poster. Okay. Peak T, AO. I agree. Let's see. Today, Hasbro decided to willfully stop making money 10 minutes after the 3-pack of Imperial Troopers release by a pre-order. Okay, so the pre-order thing, which I did hear that TBC Stormtrooper 3-pack sold out like really fast on Pulse, but what I'm hoping for, what I understand about business practices is they have so many that they do for the first run of a figure, okay? Because they have to do them in, you know, so many, say like a dozen. You could do 1 dozen, 2 dozen, 3 dozen. So they have, say, like 3,000 figures set for the first run. Those are what the pre-orders sell out at. So that set will come back into stock at some point, and that'll just be the second run of that set. So I wouldn't get too upset. I totally get it though. It's like so frustrating when that stuff happens, like when you miss out on a pre-order. But yeah, yeah, here we go. I love the Bad Batch. So far, I have Wrecker and Echo Black Series. Where do you recommend I buy the rest of them? eBay. Okay. So a great resource if you want to buy figures on eBay would be to use the website called Action Figure 411. That's a website where it gives you the average sold eBay listing for each figure. So that way it kind of helps you know if you're going to be overpaying or not. I don't know who's still available. I know you said you have Wrecker and Echo right now. Now, also, if you're talking about the season 1 appearances, that's what I'm going to assume here. There is the Black Series Hunter figure, which just got reissued last year. He is available right now on Big Bad Toy Store for $25, which is retail. Crosshair, I don't know if Crosshair is available. No, he's sold out. Crosshair might be hard for you to get, but his Imperial version is in stock on Big Bad Toy Store as well. And Tech is constantly going on sale. So if you want to do that, then I'd recommend doing that. But maybe Crosshair, if you want the regular look for him, you might have better luck looking elsewhere. And again, I'm just looking on Big Bad Toy Store. It's just one website, but let's see. Says just keep it like a HasLab. I agree with you there, dude. I think if they just did made to order and did like pre-order windows on a lot of this stuff, I think they would see a lot less complaining from people. Black Series 6-inch, yeah. Oh man. All right, you're banned. You're banned for that, dude. You're absolutely banned for that. Yep. Anybody making tech jokes? Everybody making tech jokes? You're all banned. Banned from the chat. Okay. So that's pretty much it. Like I said, I have way too much stuff I need to open and review, but I did tell you guys earlier in the stream I would check out the 501st helmet. So I'm going to grab my trusty knife. I'm going to bust that box open. We're going to check out that helmet because basically what I'm deciding here is, do I want to even like bother opening it and reviewing it? Because if I'm just going to sell it at ICCCon in 2 weeks, I don't really care, you know? But, ooh, what? Did anyone see the Jedi Survivor Droid 3-pack for $35 today? Wow. That's pretty awesome, dude. That's pretty awesome. I have that set. A very nice set. All right. I'm going to open up this helmet here. All right. They got so much tape on this. Good Lord. It's been a while since I've opened up a Black Series helmet because I got back in like 2021, 2022, I want to say, I got the Mandalorian helmet and the re-armored Boba Fett helmet. And I don't think I don't think I have another Black Series helmet. I have the Stranger on pre-order. I'm really excited for that one, actually. All right, let's see. So I saw JWC say this was peak. Just know I'm a total snob because I'm a member of the 501st Legion Clone Trooper Detachment. So my standards for these are like how Mr. Coffee's standards are when it comes to action figures. They're impossibly high. So check this out. Bree, why can't I get it out the box? Bree. What the dude, I can't get this out of the box. Here we go. All right. You get your cute little instruction manual. Ayo. Gotta give this one to Doug, fellow 501st brother. Ooh, a shock trooper helmet would be sick. I feel like that's such a gimme. I feel like though the Disney parks ones might be better. Uh-oh. Oh shit. Ayo. All right. I think I gotta give this one to JWC. A Commander Cody helmet would be fire. That would be really cool if that came out. I can't say anything on that, but that would be really cool if that came out. And I'll leave you all with that. All right. The blue is not exactly like, it's not Revenge of the Sith blue. It's not that light, but I can't talk because I get all the 501st Hot Toys, you know? But I mean, hey man, it's not that bad. Like for $100 helmet, I got it for $95. It's not bad. The weathering on it's okay. For $100 helmet, that's not terrible. I know I've heard that it looks gigantic on people. So let's see. No, I'm gonna be honest, not bad at all. Yeah. This just as like a toy, just as like a cheap toy, like this is fine. Like I really don't, as a 501st member, like obviously I could nitpick like the proportions and I could be like Bly, looks like shit. No, this is Black Series. This is Black Series. But no, I don't know. I don't know. I might have to sleep on this one. I might end up, if I'm selling it at the room sales at ICCCon, don't be surprised. But, I mean, it looks fine. I think this is passable. It's automatically identifiable. There we go. Looks great for $100. Dirt cheap 501st helmet is $500. Exactly. Here we go. You look like a Black Series. All right, that's it. You're banned. Everyone that says I look like a Black Series figure, immediately banned. Yes. Okay, so I will say part of that, a lot of the helmets do look large on people because the characters in the shows and the movies are wearing a full set of armor, which also makes their shoulders look wider, makes everything look bigger. So the helmets are a lot more likely to look disproportionate when you don't have a full set of armor on your lower half of your body. I don't think the 501st does not approve of Black Series helmets. I feel like there was one recently, though, that did get approved. I want to say maybe it was like a Boba Fett helmet or something. I feel like there might have been a Black Series helmet recently. Maybe one particular one that got approved for. But most of the time, Doug's right. Most of the time, no. Bro called me the Black Series Padawan Obi-Wan Kenobi with a mustache. I think he's spitting, honestly. I think he's spitting. Yeah, one could be slightly molded to conform. Yeah. I think that Commander Bly, my father, he's saying, give it away to one of your bots like the hot toy today. Dude, oh my God. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. Bought the Boba Fett helmet at GameStop the other day. Got room for one more helmet. Okay, so the Disney helmets, they actually, so right here on the back, they have like a seam on the Disney helmets. This actually pulls back and separates on the Disney helmets. And they're smaller. These are very big. The Disney helmets, this part pulls back and you can use it to like stretch it over your head. Yeah. Interesting. Yeah, I can tell Bly really hates it. But like I said, we're clone trooper snobs. But yeah, I don't know. Like right now, like from this angle, I'm like, yeah, that's a clone trooper helmet. You know, it's not horrible. It's not the worst thing I've ever seen. I'll put it on again here. But who's doing that? Who's doing that? But yeah, interesting stuff. I mean, I'll sleep on it. I might wake up in the morning and, between now and ICC Con, I might be like, slop. I want to get rid of it. It's slop. But yeah, guys, that's all I got. I appreciate you. This was wild. I don't feel like putting the batteries in it right now, to be honest. Yeah, and yes, the Disney helmets are smaller. And I do think that there's a lot more likelihood. Bobblehead, motherfucker. Right, because everybody wants a Blitz transmissions worn clone trooper helmet. I'll show you my clone trooper helmet. I have my Blitz helmet in the room right now. I'll be right back. This is my 501st approved. This is the one I wear when I go trooping, which I haven't done in a while, to be honest with you. But this is my Commander Blitz helmet. This is the one that you see in some of the thumbnails. This is the Commander Blitz helmet. Blitz is getting blitzed tonight for May the 4th, brother. But here it is on. And as you can see, it's still big, like my shoulders look small with it on, but it does have an articulating rangefinder. So that does work, which I think is cool. Just a wing nut. Just get that to work. And you do have to tuck your head down when you're wearing it, but yeah. This is obviously hand painted, hand weathered by myself and my father. It was a mold that we bought, and we had to sand down, and you had to prime and do everything. But this is the Commander Blitz helmet that's for my costume. So this is the side of the helmet that's really hard to get right, because I think there's only one good reference photo that shows you this side of the helmet, with particularly like how there's one paint stripe here and then there's another one that like kind of goes down, and to get the gap right between the fin and the yellow stripes here. Bro, I'm not a chinner. What do you mean? Look. Bro, I'm not a chinner. I'm not a chinner. If I had a beard, I'd be a chinner. But no. Definitely not a chinner. Now put the rest of the armor on. Brother, that would take like 20 minutes. And I'm going to be honest, I'm a little tubby for my costume right now. So we might have to make some adjustments. But yeah, that's Commander Blitz helmet. I'll show it next to the 501st. I know they're not the same. Like one's a phase 1.5 and one's a phase 2, but there we go. Here's them both together. You can see they're actually similar in size, They're actually not too drastically different. But I'm trying to get a better angle here. Clone Trooper! But, yep. Oh. The chinner allegations, insane. Everyone calling me a chinner, all banned. Everyone that just called me a chinner, every single one of you banned. So that's all I got for you guys. Let's see. I wish my eyepiece was single. Can't see. I mean, dude, I can't see much out of the T-visor either. Specifically, like the phase 2 design. The phase 1 clones are much easier to see out of. But it's because your eyes are probably like right here. And your peripheral vision's really good, but your vision, like unless you're trying to like cross your eyes and look down here, it's really bad. It's really hard to see out of those things. Let's see. yeah, so that's pretty much all I got, guys. I can't believe we streamed for an hour. That's crazy. I did not think this was going to go that long. I want a Funko Pop one. I want a Funko Pop one. But yeah, guys. So, I'm going to. So, if you are a channel member in the Rancor Battalion, or if you are an ARC Trooper in the Patreon, I'm going to shortly here, probably tonight or tomorrow morning, I'm going to post on the YouTube community tab for just the channel members, and I will post a private post for the ARC Troopers in the Patreon. You guys will get to vote. I will post everything together along with some other stuff that I still have to review. That's been sitting for a little bit. I will post it. I will post a picture and basically say comment. So you guys, if you're channel members or ARC Troopers on the Patreon, links to both are in the description below. You guys will be able to vote on what I review first out of everything. Get him, Tommy! Get him! Get him! That's a reference to, was that Monday Night Figure Ball? Or was that Out of the Basement? That had to have been Figure Ball. That had to have been their 1 year stream. Anyways, W Hall. Thank you guys. Groovy. But yeah, thank you guys. May the 4th be with you. I hope you all had a great day, had a great May the 4th. I hope we all had a great time watching Tales of the Underworld. I know I did. That was peak Star Wars for me from beginning to end. They did Ventress right. They did Cad Bane right. It's all I cared about. Dave Filoni cooked. You guys heard it here. But yeah, guys, I hope you all enjoyed the stream. And Blitz Transmissions is going places, man. We got lots coming up, and lots more giveaways to look forward to. But here we go. Yeah, and Hal Winner won a hot toy today. So hell yeah. But all right, guys. I hope you all have a good night, and we'll catch you for the next one. And as always, may the Force. Wait. Annie Nobi at SDCC. May the Force be with you.
Breaking off. All units, fire at will. 4-2, pick a target. Too many, Captain. Watch your stabilizer, Gold 6. Anybody cover me. I got 2 vultures on my tail. You've got to hold them here. Watch your left. I can't shake them. I'm hit. Where's our